everybody, I'm Andrea and I'm reading all the Marilyn Monroe books, the good, the bad and the downright bizarre, so you don't have to. And today's book is Marilyn and Her Books by Gail Crowther. This is a new book and I would say it would come under good. It's not bad, but it's also a bit bizarre. So this is basically a look at the books that Marilyn kept over the years that potentially she read, some she might not have, and delves into some of the books that were sold at the 1999 Christie's auction. So what is good about this is at the back, it gives you a complete list of books that she had that were sold at Christie's, and then books that Marilyn read and in some case owned them at one time, such as the Brothers Karamazov, the autobiography of Lincoln Steffens, the 6-volume biography of Abraham Lincoln by Carl Sandburg, and so on. We knew she had these books, but for some reason she doesn't have them, or they weren't in her estate when they had the big sale in 1999. Is it good? It's interesting. It starts off with a fantasy from the author entering Marilyn's house at 5th Helena Drive. The fire's going and she's wandering around the house looking at the books and things. And it's a bit weird. And it ends with her leaving the house and so on. Sorry, I keep kicking the tripod. However, it is interesting because people, especially then and some cases now, don't believe that Marilyn read the books she owned, they don't believe that Marilyn read at all. However, we know she did. We have notes in her books. She wrote notes, she annotated her books and her scripts, whether they be her personal scripts for films she made, or whether they be other film scripts that she might have read, or play scripts. She would annotate them, and the older she got, the more experience she got, the more detailed those annotations came. And it gives you an example of all that and all the books that she read. It is very interesting. I've only marked one bit, and it's just because I like the quote, which is from Albert Camus' novel The Fall. And it's just a beautiful quote. "The true horror of existence is not the fear of death, but the fear of life. It is the fear of waking up each day to face the same struggles, the same disappointments, the same pain. It is the fear that nothing will ever change, that you are trapped in a cycle of suffering that you cannot escape." Now that makes me want to actually read The Fall by Camus. So I'm going to have to track down a copy because I like the sound of that book. It sounds interesting. You know, they talk about After the Fall, the play that Miller wrote after Marilyn's death, what people thought of it, and you know, some people hated it, some people loved it, some people thought it was defiling her memory, and so on. Yeah, I would pick this up. It's an interesting book. It's a nice little compact sort of 1950s size book, and I like that about it. It's you know, really good. So that is Marilyn Books by Gail Crowther, The Literary Life of Marilyn Monroe. So as you can see, she's reading the book here, and there are dozens of photographs of her reading, and yet people didn't believe she A could read or B did read. Obviously she could read because she had to read her scripts to learn her lines. But yeah, it's just why people were like that, I don't know. But so that's Marilyn Her Books. This one is worth adding to your Marilyn library, absolutely. Especially if, like me, you're thinking, I want to delve into some of the books Marilyn owned or read. Some of them I've already read. It's great for that. You can make the list, you can copy it out and then start having a look, or you can just think, right, I'm going to go and have a look, see what she's got here. Okay, so we've got, I don't know, select plays of Bernard Shaw. Let's get that. Let's go and get some plays of Bernard Shaw. She had volume 3. Or Once There Was a War by John Steinbeck, or Streetcar Named Desire by Tennessee Williams. You can just go, I'm going to go and get that, read that and see what I think. So worth picking up if you're interested in the books that Marilyn read, kept and enjoyed.